I joined a band in Philadelphia. A man named Calvin Todd was a trumpet player. And in that band, we played around Philadelphia for cabaret parties and dances and what have you. Later, I went, maybe a year or so later, I got with another band. Philadelphia was loaded with bands. I think the man was named Mel Melvin. And in Mel Melvin's band, we went south on our own. We bought an old yellow school bus and booked ourselves on a tour to the south.
Now, what was that like in terms of the accommodations, eating places?
Well, you couldn't eat in the restaurants.
This is in the 40s, right? Or 30s?
This is 43, 44, around there. Yeah. So you couldn't eat in white restaurants or anything. But it was surprising that black people had ownership of restaurants and things in the South.
Those
and
segregated communities.
Yes.
It was self-sufficient.
You're right. And they also, they had rooming houses. We didn't have to worry about a hotel. We could stay. They had people where the bands come through town, and you knew what house you could go and stay. And it worked okay in that respect. Other things we ran into which were unusual. But the main thing was that us booking ourselves, we didn't have a reputation. But at that time, people would come out to hear this music called jazz on their own. They didn't depend on a poll to tell you who to go see and who not to go see.
They just wanted to dance
and
feel good.
They wanted to go and see for themselves. If they didn't like you, they could walk out or not come in. Listen and not come in. Send out scouts and say, oh, they playing some good music, I'll go in.
That's right.
But it wasn't like it is now. You got to have a list to tell you. The media controls now. But anyway, we had a problem in certain areas of drawing people. On the way back from our tour, we were playing in a place in Delaware. And this was the first time anything like this happened. It was dusk dark, and a yellow bus is hard to see. We were driving pretty slow because the bus was having engine problems. We bought this cheap second-hand school bus. And we stopped on the road. And everybody began to get out of the bus. And lo and behold, I see this car coming very fast toward the back of the bus. And this was a white guy, and his hair was blowing. I can remember it as this was yesterday. And I told everybody, we were standing near the bus, and the driver was getting ready to try to see if he could fix it. And this guy was tearing it up coming down the highway, and he didn't see that bus.
Oh.
And as he came to the back of the bus, I told him, watch out! And we all jumped like in the ditch to get out of the way because I knew the guy went, and he ran in the back of the bus and killed himself. So that night, these Delaware, we had to play the job anyway. And the bus driver had to go to court and all that business. And I remember being so nervous that night when we were playing because having seen something like that.
Yes.
And then I had to play and I was just shaking.
Yes.
It was a horrible occasion.